Well, put your pluses if you can hear me well. Hello, everybody. What is United Financial Group? This is an investment company with its own crowd investing platform. What is crowd investing? This is a situation when there are many investors investing into something and you don't have to be incorporated or you don't need to be a sole proprietor. All your shares are personalized, which is convenient. You don't have to set up a legal entity by Russian law. In America, to be an investor, you have to be incorporated. Well, investment capital that we organize is made up of attracting private and corporate investors. So we have company partners who develop in their own ways, and owing to a joint venture agreement, we can partner with them. They invest in us, we invest in them, and we get a win-win case when all companies and people win. The company is incorporated in the Republic of Georgia, and we began attracting investments in August 2019. At the moment, we have over 2,000 investors in 60 countries in the world, and owing to their investments, owing to their trust, we have our own developments and products that we put in the market, and we are going to launch into the European market soon. So over a short period of time, in less than 2 years, we have done a good job. And that means that our team is strong, and we have created that opportunity for people to be able to invest. And a few words about healthy lifestyle. And the product, which is for the people. We have a mission because there is no way to go if you don't have a mission. So what do we want? First of all, we create a well-balanced investment portfolio for our investors like you and me. We put safe immunomodifiers to the market as well as oncology drugs, and we develop new medicinal pharmaceuticals. So we put innovative drugs into the market, we finance IT developments, and we develop a potential 200 billion market. I like that figure. It's not because it's nice, but it sounds well. Do you know that the word milliard is only used in 2 languages, in Russian and Turkish? All the rest say billion. So if you invest with us, you create your wonderful financial future. Not only financial, but also environmental friendly, because we are investing in 2 lines of activities. One has been gaining momentum, and the other is at its infancy. I mean pharmacology and medicine investments and information technology innovations and investments. Here on the curve, you can see the pharmacology trend, which has been ongoing since 1970s. This is a nice, good-looking diagonal curve. And back in 2020, it has much more investments. That's a good deal. And you can see that IT line of activities has been going on, but more steeply. However, the interest is there because the future is for that industry. No one of us could imagine in the 90s that you could be photographed on your phone or your letter could be sent over to your phone. That was strange, but you can see how breakthrough technologies are changing the world, and our United Financial Group has been investing into breakthrough revolutionary technologies. What is a revolutionary technology? There are products that have changed the world. You all remember button phones, and they were replaced by sensor smartphones. You all remember Kodak booths where you could have your pictures printed out. It's not the case now. Only for real professionals those films are available, but all the rest take pictures on the phone. If you need to print something out, your graduation album, you can do that, but it's just a few cases. So revolutionary technologies gave you a chance to develop a world apart, another sector of economy. What other advantages do we have? According to the Institute for Human Data Science, the oncopathology and supportive therapy expenses have reached $150 billion in 2018. That's what we were able to see on the graph. And the market grows by 13% per annum. And in the coming 5 years, the expanded growth of such therapy is expected at the level of 11 to 15% on the basis of let me see, on the basis of research. And the overall market would reach $230 billion in 2 years' time, in 2023. That figure would be $240 billion, and 11% of that oncology market is about oncology drugs to treat cancer, and that is important. Our company is going to make a big step forward, but later about that. According to S&P Global Market Intelligence, the sales of oncology drugs are the biggest revenue in 2019. Look at figures: $19 billion, $11 billion, and $7 billion. It's not just one company that gets such profit, but many companies who lead the sales. They have $1 billion plus revenues. And even if it's $1 billion of sales at our company, you as investors would be in a very good situation. You all know the story of Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Apple, Google, and if we had invested in those companies, our quality of life would have been much higher today. And we all know that Bill Gates invested $14 million into VR technology, $76 million invested by Jeff Bezos, and Warren Buffett has invested a total of $192 million in Amgen shares. You know that they are experienced people, and if we follow their way, we would be above the line. We would be in the positive. So I'm happy to take your questions, but in the end, so please go ahead with your questions. But now, a few words about our company. So we invest into the development of safe medicinal drugs of new generation. Why is it important? You all remember baby boom in the 90s, and by 2050, a total of 16% of the population on Earth would be over 65 years of age. Well, you need places to work and to mingle now, but in 30 years' time, we will start thinking about how to find a safe haven by the end of our life. So we would be looking for a way not to undermine our health, to stay healthy. I mean medicinal drugs against various illnesses with a huge list of contradictions or adverse effects. They could be toxic. You all know chemotherapy, and our task at UFG is to make available medicinal drugs that could support your health. You know that you all know, and you are adequate people. You do investments, and you know that investment into your health are the most important, because if you are not healthy, you are not happy of your money. You cannot take care about your loved ones or to give them something because you are ill. You cannot give your credit card to your grandchild. So here we are doing two important things: health and investments. And we also invest into IT products and innovations, as well as we develop our own products, where you as investors get dividends every year. So what are our results since August 2019? Over 2,000 investors in 60 countries of the world own production of immunomodifier balsam that I'm going to describe soon. This is it. And we have an e-shop for our partners. We partner with Sklifosovsky Moscow Intensive Care Institute and Moscow State University. We partner with Yellow Blockchain One IT Technologies. We have invested into Vortex Oscillating Technologies company, and we have also invested into the launch of our own oncology drug, which is a breakthrough thing. It makes miracles. So what is a balsam rusich? I can tell you a story. It's a very touchy one. You all remember the Soviet Union and prohibition laws and what was behind that. And back in the 50s, a Sochi man, my fellow countryman, Stefan Yefimovich Chernyshov, developed alcohol, which was negatively charged, and he did it using special additives and using special treatments and additives. That alcohol had special properties and helped out to treat many illnesses, so he got a nickname, cleaner of blood vessels. And so owing to that negative charge and special additives, it had a very good action, and people began going to Sochi. Sochi attracted people, and that city of Sochi became a very famous health resort of the Soviet Union. But back in 2012, there was a crisis. And that Chernyshov balsam was reworked by researchers, and UFG financed that balsam production, and last July you could have a chance to taste it and to buy it in our shop. So we produced the first lot of that balsam, and many people have improved their health using that balsam. What does it do? It has extracts of 14 herbal nutrients that are collected in the Russian Caucasus, environmentally safe areas which are untouched by civilization. So, and this little bottle, I have 3 bottles, which is a course set. So it is a 30 milliliter bottle. Our team was thinking about its design, so it's very nice and it's really cool. Look, it starts and restarts your immune system, and when there is a COVID wave and COVID passports are introduced. So you all know the situation. God forbid, and if you fall ill or any of your next of kin fall ill with COVID, we know that Russisch balsam alleviates the symptoms of COVID. We know that our temperature doesn't go over 37.5 degrees Celsius, and it is very good for prevention and prophylaxis. You know, that balsam cleans blood vessels. What does it mean? It has a lot of actions. You can read our articles, lots of articles about that, and every ingredient is very valuable. So it is a blood vessel cleaner. So it fills your body up with nutrients and oxygen, so you sleep better, you have less fatigue, your life is getting better, and your immune system goes up. This is a sprayer, so you spray it under your tongue, and 3 to 5 sprays before meals, 20-30 minutes before meals, and that would change your life for the better. Well, because, you know, there is a promo campaign now for delivery, and if you order a set of 3 bottles, which is a treatment course, you basically have delivery for free 3 times. So I recommend it to all of you. That is your shield, which will support your immune system. Of course, you could eat ginger, kilos of ginger, but ginger is the only one, and here we have 14 herbal nutrients here, and an internet shop is going to be launched soon, and you have probably seen the news that there is a referral link for you now, and you can distribute that link to your families or friends and get bonuses for referrals. So the sales are coming soon, and later about that. So what else do we have? We have Matkevich lavage. First of all, it was not clear to me how it works. So this is a chemical composition, a special chemical composition that cleans your body from the inside, and this is the only method approved by the Moscow Ambulance Institute after Sklifosovsky. And your immune system is based in your guts and in your intestine. And Matkevich lavage would clean your intestine and support your immune system. This is an official patented technology which is approved by the Russian healthcare watchdog, and approved by administration of Moscow City. So that lavage results have been delivered in various publications and conferences. So it's a very interesting development, and you can buy it in our shop. Please be reminded that our products, you can get dividends by selling or buying our products. You can also, we also have astromelanin. What is that? Sorry? So, we are getting ready to start production of that drug. So when you start doing something, you can see how it's gonna go. But sometimes there is some, emergencies, changing environment, and good God that we would be able to start it by autumn as a herbal nutrient, because it is against oncology cells, and for hopeless patients that were sent home, astromelanin was a treatment that fully removed cancer. You probably read a book which we have published and digitalized in a few languages. So there are many cases, and the biggest line of action is against oncology, but also that pharmaceutical gives a lot of other chances, including stomach ulcer and many other pathologies. So look, this preparation was studied in Moscow City hospitals by medics of the United States, South Korea, and Japan. For your information, the United States of America is the biggest medical country. Of course, there is traditional Chinese medicine in China, but America leads the way in terms of investment in medicine. So back in 1966, a Soviet researcher began working on the black pigment samples that have been preserved since that time, and we're now studying them to bring them to a new height and to use them now. And this is a breakthrough, as I said. There are no adverse effects of such black yeast, that melanin and black yeast that was found in the Antarctic. And this February, we have invested into production and clinical trials of astromelanin. We have also purchased equipment for a lab which is required, and I have shown it to you some time ago. So the work is underway, and we are now working with chemists and biologists, and they're choosing the most productive environment for black yeast. And I talked to Evgeny today, and he would tell me that those researchers, they were dealing with yeasts for over half of their life. So we interact with experts, and that's a very good metric for me, because if you know what you do, if you're a real pro, if you're interested, it means that it's worth it, and we will manage it. Moreover, let me say, since late April, there is another researcher that has been working on that black pigment, Alina Alexandrova. She is a senior research fellow and doctor of biological sciences. She has lots of publications, books, and conference presentations on that matter. So we work with real professionals. So let's move on. What are your advantages as investor for you to have sense to invest? Well, you're already just investing money into a potential $200 billion industry, and you can get company products for a minimum price as a partner, as an investor. You get paid dividends twice a year. Today is the 1st of July. I know what you want to ask, and I would take your questions after my presentation. So twice a year, you get a chance as investor to receive profit. So 100% of company revenues are spent, or company profit are spent for dividends. You can give your shares in the company as your fortune, and you take part in the development and safe therapy products, because the preparations that we produce have no adverse effects, and you would be part of the entire process, and you will have a chance as our investors to get all that stuff for a minimum price, and you can get profit from all our developments and investment instruments of the company that we partner with, what kind of lines of activities we develop, so you can get profit from it. And I have a question to you. What are your plans for the future? It is not a comfortable question, because sometimes when we just try to survive, when we make money, we don't think about our days, weeks, minutes that become years in the end. And very often, if you look back, people think twice, and they think that they could invest better in their life, and they could have a better attitude to their health. It's important, because if you have plans, high plans, and if you spend lots of time to deliver something, you need to think how many years you'll have to spend that. And United Financial Group is giving you two important tools. First of all, you are able to invest, and the second point is that owing to our developments, you can support your health in an ideal way, and you can take care about your purse and about your health. What opportunities do you have with us? You can just buy our products. You can get bonuses, gifts, discounts. You can just buy what we produce, and you can buy our partner products. On the other hand, you could be UFG market partners, and you can get discounts and marginal profit. So you could be our regional representative. You could become a UFG investor and get dividends from all our activities. There is another tool. You can be UFG crypto investor. The world is moving on. You all know what cryptocurrency is, and we have given a chance for our investors not just to invest money twice a year. You can get profit every month from UFG crypto investment account, and this is profit from cryptocurrency trading. The current interest rates or percentage is 10% average. You all know what it is. We'll learn the results for June soon, and there is statistics available, so it's 10% on average. So let's see where it's going to change, to what side. And to invest, you don't need to sort out or dive deeper into that process or cryptocurrencies, stock exchanges, and to register anywhere else. you would suffice of being a UFG crypto investor. And there is another opportunity for you. Many people who buy shares, they just sit and daydream that we owe them something. Yes, you invest into our production, but it takes time. But there is another way to make money, which is called individual income. Please be reminded that there is 2.4 billion shares. That was before the split, and there was, after the split, and the number of early investors increased by factor 1,000. And these are figures post-split. And a total of 0.6 billion shares are outstanding for investment. 0.2 billion is a UFG share, and the company gets dividends on that 0.2 billion shares. 90 million shares are distributed for platinum and gold statuses, later about that, and 15 million shares is the bonus part, and you can get something from it if you invest. And there is nearly 1.5 billion shares, which is a reserve. The company profit is used for the company development, and dividend accruals takes place for all shares except the reserve ones. The company is not able to use investors' money for their own activities. The company has 0.2 billion shares, and the reserve would only be used in case if extra funding is required. Now we are at the 8th stage of investment. And recently we have recalculated the number of shares, and people are very motivated by buying a share 3 times cheaper. And I'm very happy to see that you respond so well. We had lots of personal messages from our foreigners because they could not buy shares because of the jet lag, the time difference. I'm happy to see that because it means that you believe in our company. You're not greedy people, right? It's not like you get or you have hype in a short period of time. We are a big company with big and ideas, and you have a chance to buy shares from the eighth stage, and less than 5 investment stages are left. The 6th and the 7th stages shares are going to be sold, but later. So look at the price per share, how the price grows over time. I think it's a very good motivation for you to become investors, because having such high-profile medicinal drugs that would overthrow the pharmaceuticals market, even if one share is 10 cents, is cool, you know. Therefore, I could just welcome you, future billionaires or millionaires who have a few million shares. So, to become investors, what do you have to do? Can you see it on the screen? Can you see the figures? Or should I change the color? Please give your thoughts on that. All right. Look. The company is so loyal and so good to give a big number of packages for investors. And we know that there are some companies with an entry fee of $1,000, $100,000, and you can have any option starting from $500. So one-off shares is 40,000 shares. One more time, if you want to buy more. But at the same time, the company is so loyal. I have never seen such a loyal company for all my life in MLM companies and investment companies. So, look, you can buy more shares, and if you are already investing, you can buy disbursement packages. The biggest disbursement is 20 months, 20 payments you make, and the package is yours. The minimum payment is $25 per month. It's one taxi ride, you know. It's nothing. And you can buy a $1,000 package, and your monthly pay is going to be $50 for 20 months. So it's very good. It's 2 taxi rides. It's very good investment conditions, and I'm sure that any budget could allocate money for investing in your own future, given inflation. And I think that it's a good chance. Apart from shares that you're going to have in your package, you get bonus shares depending on the disbursement. So if you buy a $500 package one-off, it's 19,000 bonus shares, nearly a half, 50% plus you have as a bonus. And if you buy it in disbursement, the overall number of shares is going to be 13,000, one-third. And the $750 give you 22 to 30,000 bonus shares, and the package is 60,000 shares. So the more as your package, the more bonus payments you have. That's very good. $1,000 package, 80,000 shares, you get 42 bonus shares. So you get a $1,000 package, and you can get more than 50% of bonus shares, you know? It's like a $500 package for free. So look what company is doing for you. Invest. Just invest in us. And you can buy more shares if you want. You can add shares to get more dividends from your produce. You can use our products to boost sales, because, you know, this is our company, our money. All money belongs to us all, and this is our common cause. And everyone can take a little effort to invite to your webinar, or just buy that course of balsam. You try it yourself. I cannot convey how useful it is. I can just tell you stories, how wonderful is the balsam is, up until you do it yourself. So please look at me. I'm getting better and healthier with this wonderful balsam, and I've got the entire course with me. So my loved ones are interested into that, and I will think about that, whether to give it to them. I'd better become an investor. So let them be investors and buy it. Let's move on. What else can you do? You can just use all those opportunities, but you can also start talking about our company. You can refer to our companies and get a residual profit from our partner net, so you don't have to wait twice a year to get dividends and to wait for that. Where is my money? You don't have to do that. So you just be proactive, and you get a good offer from 10%. Your partner buys a package of $1,000 one-off, and you get $100 by that referral link. $100 you get, and every disbursement you get that income. And if you invest into company, you get you get income a few ways deeper. So if you invested $150, you have 4 referral lines, 10, 3, 2, and 1%. And if you can buy extra shares and you can increase your personal income or turnover. And if you get a status of a silver investor, it's $1,500 investments, you get 6 levels of income from your organization. So you may not know personally those partners who bought something or invested, but you get that income. So that what is provides food for you. You don't have to sit and wait. Your partner gets 15% of remuneration from the first line purchase, silver 16, gold $5,000 investments, you get 17%, platinum investments, 10,000 investments give you 18%, and 21 level deeper you have income. So from your partner network, that's a wonderful way of doing things. We all know that there are huge MLM product companies that are operational, and we know that there are some activities. You have to pay for your personal account. You have to buy a minimum purchase to get some soap or detergent. I mean, classic marketing. But here you just invest and tell about our companies to other people. You don't have to support, you don't have to confirm it every month. You have lots of promo campaigns that have already been done, and we're getting it ready for you. So your time is do something. And today is the 1st of July. And the first 6 months that the company have worked in that year, it is gone, and you are interested by a very interesting question. Look, a lot depends on us, on our mood, what is our mood when we join a webinar, a chat. So let's buy things that you trust. It is 100% here that you get from a company turnover. You get 100%. We can launch a marketing campaign, but you know that our dividends would be lower, would be reduced. So if you are interested in your profit, you can speak up about that, about our company, about our products. So now I want to show you something. This is our phone version of our e-shop, which is going to be launched soon. And you know that one balsam is not 3,000 rubles. If you just make a little analysis of similar preparations, 15 milliliter is twice or 3 times more expensive. You know that we are working for you. And now let me answer your questions. Please go ahead with your questions in the chat. Hello, when dividends are going to be paid? Well, this is a question that I wanted to say. The dividends are going to pay as long as our accounting office runs all calculations. It's going to happen in a while. I talked to Evgeny today. You know Evgeny. He told me that in a while. I said 7-10 days. He said in a while. So in the early July, all of you would be automatically accrued with your dividends. So we do what we walk the talk. We keep our promise, and the profit that we get, everybody gets dividends, and therefore, next question. When do we have news about vortex oscillating technology? Answer. I know that we have invested, and we expect. So we are waiting for the results, and we will keep on doing that. Okay, guys, thank you very much. use our product, be our investors, and I think that we provided good instruments for you to do that. Well, it's critical to look at the company CEO. How reliable is that person? How he is doing business? How he talks to his friends? We all know that Yevgeny keeps his promise, and those of you who believed him feel very good now, right? And those who begin investing into cryptocurrency, you have the same results. If you have questions, if you need more information, break the ice, talk to me, write to chat, because I get lots of messages from our international colleagues, and I could also do that for you. So I would be happy to help you out, because every action that is for positive things is a win-win case. Okay, are there feedback from foreigners translated from English into Russian? All right, I think so. Video feedback is very good. Not just put on paper, but you can see a person, you can see his or her emotions, his eyes, his health conditions. And look, this is a link for you, Tatiana. So let's wrap it up. Have a good night. Be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And until next time, in 2 weeks, all the news are available in your personal or in VK group or in the chat. All the information is available. I am with you. I am Natalia Turan, and all the best to you.